Welcome one, welcome all to another night here, Backwards Hat Productions, live the dirt track at Charlotte with the Mid-South Virtual Racing League. I am Bradley Wilson, and as always, Short Track Nationals. It's been on hold, but it's back now tonight, better than ever. Got 17 drivers ready to chase pay dirt here at the Charlotte Dirt Track coming up. 17 on hand so far. Still got some rolling in as we get set to go. We're going to take you live now down to the action. Practice underway. Got about 25 minutes left of practice. There you see it, the top of the board right now. John Kennedy sets up there. Dustin Levernight second. Blake Heather, the man you see on your screen, out of the Midwest region, gonna be third. Shane Kelly in the house tonight. Midwest Racing Development represented. He teammate Trevor Baker on hand. Host of other names that you've been used to seeing on Wednesday nights, ready to put on one of the best shows you're gonna see on the dirt. There's Frank Gonzalez, driver out of the Plains region in the 04 Title Brewing Company car. Frank's been running some other leagues here lately and been on a tear. We're going to see if he can pick up the win tonight. Dustin Swingle in the house in the 11 car Red Cedar Custom Cabinetry. Gonna be a great show, folks. Buckle up. We're glad you're here. Drop us a line out in the chat. Let us know, as someone already has. What's up, man? We hope you're all enjoying your Wednesday night action here. Hump day halfway through the work week, and night one of 2 nights of dirt coverage that we've got coming your way. So I tell you what, first and foremost, we're going to get a talk with the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that makes it all happen, Michael Redding. Let him know what you're going to get ready to see and what's coming up on the schedule. Well, I said that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can't get him. See if I can't get a hold of him here. Nonetheless, practice going to continue on. Blake Heather. Justin Witt going to put it on second right now in that 7 car. There you see it. Folk Brothers on the side of that thing. UPS, great looking ride for Justin Witt out of the Plains region on hand tonight. More drivers start to roll in. We got about 20 now that have taken time. It's going to be a great show. Like I said, we want to welcome everybody. Share it out. Get people subscribed to the page so they can keep up with all the action as well. Terry Randolph. Hey there, I'm Terry, going to cheer on the 09 car. Well, heck yeah, man. Oh, all right. What's up, Billy? How can I get a Backwards Hat Productions cap? I get asked that question all the time. We've got some currently being in production right now. We're going to let everybody know when they go on. Of course, there is Michael Redding's number 2 car. I believe he's just joined me up here in the booth. Michael Redding, this is Bradley Wilson. How's it going tonight, man?
Hey, what's going on? It's going pretty good.
Well, it's been a few weeks, brother, but we're back here Wednesday night, Short Track Nationals. What's been going on? And I was telling the folks we're going to give you a second here to let everybody know what's been going on and what's yet to come, as we have some great racing in store for them.
Well, the reason why we had to take breaks because my work schedule kind of got crazy and wasn't going to be able to do these and go to work at the same time. So took a little break, got the work schedule back to normal. Going to finish the Short Track Nationals off. Of course, we're going to be off next week. And then be right back to finish the last 2 events up at Lanier and then Lima Land. We'll take a week off once this concludes and start our 13-week Pro Late Model season. And finish off our mod season that we're currently in and the street stocks. And then we're going to have some fun races during the wintertime. And all the details on that will come out soon, along with a big modified race and a big street stock race.
Heck yeah, man. We'll tell all these folks before we let you get back down to the action, get crawled back into that car and turn some laps yourself. Tell all these folks where they can find the information and how they can become a part of this thing.
Well, if you want to join the league, you can look us up We are still currently known as the NMNTS Dirt in the iRacing directory, but we have changed to the Mid-South Virtual Racing League. But everything's still under NMNTS until the end of the season, and I'll change everything to Mid-South Virtual Racing. You can also look us up on Facebook at NMNTS Dirt on Facebook.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good stuff. We'll let you get back down there. Don't want to take too much of your time. We do appreciate you stopping by up here in the booth with me, though. Giving the folks the rundown, as about 20 cars have taken time, so it's going to be a great show tonight.
Yeah, appreciate you calling it, Bradley.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there. The outlets you can get together with Michael Redding on to become a part of this great action that you see every Wednesday night here. As things begin to roll, there's Michael Redding going to go out and make some more practice laps. Frank Gonzalez to the top of the board in the 04 Title Brewing Company car. Currently quick time through practice with a 15.623 to Blake Heather's 15.639. Just as I say that, there goes John Kennedy back to the top of the board in the 89 car. Folks, like I said, a lot of great racing on hand. You're going to see heat races. You're going to see possibly a B main, and then the feature tonight, which is going to be some great fun. So tune in. Donna Jones, I see you out there. My son is out there in the 04. Glad you're out there in the audience cheering him on. And looks like, I tell you what, wait 1 second here. We're going to see if we can't actually, since he's, well, we've got Mom in the house, we'll see if we can't get a talk with the driver of the 04. Frank Gonzalez, is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, buddy.
Well, man, got your mom out there in the chat cheering you on. I figured why not get a talk with the driver, see how the night's going. Is right now currently second quickest on the board. I've got to think the 04 Title Brewing Company car is ready to go tonight.
Oh, yeah, she's fast. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Well, man, I've been keeping up with the Joey Lamb Racing page on social media. Sorry, you've picked up quite a few wins throughout the leagues in the downtime away from the Mid-South Virtual Racing League. Some big things been happening so far.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun.
Heck yeah, man. Well, what do you think the chances of, sneaking one out here tonight, finding pay dirt and etching your name into the winner's column for the Short Track Nationals is?
I think it's going to come down to starting up front. I think if you start in the first 3 or 4 spots, you probably have a chance.
Well, man, we've seen this track, it's multiple grooves throughout. It's known for being multiple grooves throughout the heat races, almost bottom dominant. And then, the later the night, the bigger the cushion, it's going to get up and you're going to be rim riding around the top. Do you feel like maybe that's what you're prepping for? Or do you think that, the bottom side could stay a viable option all night long?
My car works best on the top, but I've been the last couple laps when I ran my fastest. I was running partial down up the top, went down the middle, and just rotated the car around. So middle might be where it is if you're trying to pass somebody, because they can pin you down very good.
Well, man, we're gonna let you get back out there and turn some laps, get that car shaken out, get it ready to go. Before we do those, everybody want to give a shout out to out there?
Yeah, I want to give out the Joey and the guys for helping me out, and our sponsors, Title Brewing Company, and my mom out there watching. I think good to have you back too, Bradley. We missed you, man.
Appreciate that, man, and good luck tonight. Maybe we'll be talking to you from Victory Lane when it's all said and done.
Boy, I hope so. That's my goal.
All right. Well, once again, that was Frank Gonzalez, driver of the 04 car out of the Plains region. Title Brewing Company. There's a good-looking shot of the car. He's joined up with Joey Lamb Racing recently, and like he said, like I mentioned, has been on a tear. So see if he can't get it done tonight. Meanwhile, Joey Lamb is going to be on top of the board. He snuck in there with a 15.491. Folks, that is hauling the mail around the dirt track at Charlotte tonight. As we're going to zoom back out real quick, get you a great look at the track. It's starting to wear there. You see the bottom starting to be blown off. I've got to think there's going to be a cushion. It will get exciting. It's going to be that thin line between being fast and being in the wall that so many drivers contend with. We'll see who can put it on top of the board here for qualifying. Going to start in about 15 minutes as the pre-race show continues on. Like I said, welcome everybody. Let me know where you're tuning in from out there. Let me know how your week's going. As Frank said, I missed a little bit of time with you guys. Had a short stint in the hospital, an overnight stay, but on the mend now, back and ready to call some great dirt track action. See Joey Lamb out there tuning in, driver of the number 81 car. Tell you what, let's see if we can get a talk with old Joey. Always one of the favorite guys to talk to here. There you see that awesome looking black and pink number 81 car. Joey Lamb, Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, got to think that the Joey Lamb Racing number 81 machine came here tonight to put on a show. You're currently sitting quickest throughout practice. How's it feeling out there?
I think it was just a one-time lucky lap. I just hit it perfect, but you know, we'll see. Just trying to stay consistent and stay smart and hopefully pick up a win.
You know, I always hear you say that it's just that one-time lucky lap. I might have just hit it perfect, but you know, more and more as I've raced with you, got to broadcast you, I see you up in the front, always Mr. Excitement, living up to the nickname. So, you know, I almost feel like you may have the poker's bluff going, the poker player bluff going on, not showing your hand. But nonetheless, man, like I said, we've been off with the Mid-South Virtual Racing League a few weeks here. I know I've had the pleasure of racing with you in many other leagues. What's been up?
Not much. We've been bouncing around. We've been running a lot with Michael Redden. We just finished up the Ram series. We're looking forward to starting next Sunday with you. Frankie's been over there doing race court things. Other than that, I've been working with my team, the Chad Carter Outlaw Dirt Reavers, getting better each week and hopefully having a shot at going for pro when it comes up next.
Well, man, like I said, got the quick time on the board tonight. I've talked with teammate Frank Gonzalez just a few minutes ago, talking about how this track, you know, it's typically around the bottom. There's two lines throughout the heat races, but as the track wears on, we're going to see more and more, you know, up around the top, right around that thin line from being fast and being wrecked, you know, up around the cushion. Do you feel like that's what we're going to see tonight, or you think we may see a bottom line that stays viable throughout the night?
I think we're going to see a little bit of both. I think that bottom line will be very important, and that bottom line will be fast for a while, but I think eventually the top will prevail, and we will eventually move all the way up. But, you know, with that being said, if someone was able to actually get that bottom to work perfectly while we're all up there sliding around, they'd be tough to beat, but it just depends on how much the track slicks off. So,
well, man, always great to talk with you. We're not going to hold you up, let you get out there and turn some more practice laps. Before we do, though, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Chad Carter, and the Outlaw Dirt Reavers, obviously Backwards Hat Production, all my sponsors, Tidal. Obviously you see we're rocking the Reaper car tonight, so maybe we can bring it home number one.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck tonight, and we look forward to seeing some great action out of Mr. Excitement.
Thanks, sir.
Once again, that was Joey Lamb, driving the number 81 car out of Carolina. Be looking to etch his name into the winners column here tonight in the Mid-South Virtual Racing League Short Track Nationals. Of course, this is week 3 of 5. You heard Michael Redding say we're going to take a week off next week. Prior commitment's going to keep him out, but we will be back the week following, and then from then on with some great racing action always set to come Cars continue to roll through practice. The track's starting to shape up. It's looking fast, getting faster every lap. About 10 minutes left before we start qualifying. Terry Rudolph joining in from Iowa. Well, we're sure glad you're here, man. Like I said, this isn't costing me money like going to the local track. I do agree wholeheartedly, and you're going to see some great action tonight. I'm going to try to give you that feel as if you were sitting at your local track. So it's always going to be an exciting time here, especially with these guys as we get set to go. There's a look once again, the Evil Outlaw, Michael Redding out of Batesville, Arkansas, the Wheeler Metals #2 car. Shane Kelly in the 9. There's John Hain back with us tonight in the 21 car out of the Plains region. I tell you what, let's get a talk with Shane Showtime Kelly. Shane Showtime Kelly, this is Bradley Wilson in the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, back here tonight running the late models with the Mid-South Virtual Racing League. Number 9 car so far kind of towards the lower end of the speed chart. However, I don't expect you to stay there long. How's it feeling out there so far?
It feels pretty good. Just trying some setup stuff right now. I think I got a little bit more speed left in her than what I'm showing right now.
Well, man, we've seen you in the sprint cars on Thursday night. We'll see you there, I'm sure, tomorrow night. But for the fans out there who don't know, I mean, you see it maybe tuning in for the dirt action the first time, and you think, it's all dirt. It's all it's turning left, turning left, getting on the gas. Give my viewers out there the Shane Kelly rundown and the difference in what you're going to see tonight as opposed to with the Ram Series tomorrow night.
With the sprint car, you definitely got the throttle down the whole time. If you're lifting your end and back, one needs a little bit more finesse with the throttle, setting it into the turn, and once the track dries out, definitely a lot of throttle control to be fast in these guys compared to the sprint. At the end of the night, you're up limit cushion and you're just gripping the wall.
Well, man, definitely a guy that's visited the winner's circle and just about anything he's set in knows how to get it done. What do you think the Shane Kelly keys to victory for tonight would be?
It's a long race, as always. Keep the nose clean. Make sure you make it to the end first and foremost. Make sure you got a car that's fast at the end, not at the beginning. I think that's the key to any race.
Well, one more question before I let you get back down there and turn some practice laps. As I see the track already starting to take rubber, of course, if you're tuning in for the first time, never seen a dirt race, what we mean by taking rubber is that dark patch that you see John Hain running through around the top of the track right now. That's actually built up rubber off the tires. As these cars go around the track, you're going to see it lay down heavier and heavier. My question for you, Shane, is, we come here and a lot of times this track is known for keeping the bottom and the bottom being a viable option through qualifying in the heat races. But by the time we get slicked up, that cushion gets built up through the heat races and qualifying in the heat races. She becomes kind of one groove for the feature. Do you believe that's what we'll see again here tonight, or do you think we may see the bottom come open?
That long of a race, depending on how many people get to the bottom, I think the bottom could be a player. That slick spot, you got a bunch of people running up top. That cushion's going to go away quick. You got a little bit of dirt down there to grip onto. I think the bottom can be a player, and if the whole thing slips on both sides, it's definitely be fast.
Well, man, we know that there is going to be no shortage of throwing it deep, selling it cheap, and we look forward to seeing you in action as we get set to go here. I'm going to let you get back out there and turn some more laps, though, but I do appreciate you taking a few minutes out to speak with us. Before we let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, all my teammates here running with me tonight from Midwest Racing Valley. Hopefully, y'all can put on a show. And thank you guys for talking to me again. And we'll see what happens at the end. Maybe if I'm lucky enough, we can talk at the end of this thing.
Heck yeah, man. Once again, joining us up here in the booth, that was Shane Showtime Kelly out of the Atlantic region, driver out of the Midwest Racing Development Stables. He's going to be with us both nights 1 and 2, as you're going to see him in a Wing Sprint car tomorrow night for Wing Thursday with a Ram Series. You can catch all that action starting at 7 o'clock Central Time right here on the exclusive home for the Ram Series Thursday nights, Backwards Hat Productions. Before we get any further into the show, we want to thank our sponsors here at Backwards Hat Productions. 5 Star Drafting Incorporated, our Florida partner. Our plans outrank theirs, and when they say that, they mean it. Go to their Facebook page, as they're always uploading quality content. If you're in the Florida area and maybe looking for that forever home, plans drafted up for that new business, look no further than 5 Star Drafting. NASCAR Diecast fans, you can check them out on Facebook and Twitter. All your up-to-date promo codes, release dates, everything in the diecast world, as definitely your one-stop shop if you're maybe looking for that perfect diecast for dad, or a birthday gift for the kids. Anybody that's a racing enthusiast all around, not only NASCAR, as they work closely with a group called Plan B Sales, and I was cruising by there just today, and extensive line of dirt cars there, so you can be able to check them out. Ram Designs, Kyle Ramsey and the crew putting out some of the stuff, some of the slickest stuff, both asphalt and dirt. A lot of the wraps, there are quite a few Kyle Ramsey wraps on these cars tonight. You can check them out if you're in the market for a new virtual wrap. They are the #1 spot for the iRacing server. Check them out on Facebook, Ram Designs. Also, Thompson Seed and Garden, Muskogee, Oklahoma. If you're in the Muskogee area, summertime's winding down, but no better time to spruce up those flower beds, maybe give that yard a fresh look. Let our friends at Thompson Seed and Garden help you out. Last but not least, The Brake Shop in Muskogee, Oklahoma. They specialize in muffler and brake work. Nothing's going to get that car sounding better, stopping faster than our friends at The Brake Shop. Stop in, tell them Laurel Havens and the crew sent you down. As we get set to go, there's only a handful of dirt tracks around my area. Well, tonight, you're going to have to look no further than your home, as you're going to get set to see some great racing action. Drivers meeting going on right now, as you see the cars down there on pit road. Practice getting ready to conclude in about 3 minutes. Joey Lamb still quickest on the board right now with a 15.491. Frank Gonzalez, teammate Seguin, and Blake Heather, all 3 Joey Lamb cars in the top 3. Definitely Joey Lamb Racing came to win tonight. Then you're going to see 4th John Kennedy, 5th Dustin Levernite, Justin Witt is 6th, 7th Michael Redding, 8th is Michael Rafferty, 9th Nathan Kassler, and rounding out the top 10 in speed chart through practice, Torrin Shirts, another driver out of the Midwest Racing Development Stable. Pull those standings up for you there, let you take a look at them. We'll move them around just a little bit. Stay patient with me here, as we've had to kind of rework a few of the graphics here recently, but nonetheless, there you see your complete rundown through practice. As we get set to go tonight, looks like we're going to turn 22 bad fast late models loose here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We hope you've all enjoyed the broadcast so far, as the racing just getting ready to amp up. If you're just joining us, we want to welcome you as practice concluded here. Like you see there, Joey Lamb on top of the board. Frank Gonzalez second, Blake Heather third. We're going to get ready to go qualifying. Then we're going to see them move to the heat races, so definitely a full night of racing action to come your way. Don't want to interrupt them while they're in the driver's meeting, so we'll zoom out. I'll tell you what, let's give you some sights around the dirt track at Charlotte. You see it there. Great look down there at turns 3 and 4. You already see the cushion. What I mean by the cushion is that dark area right up around the wall. That's built up dirt, and it will build up and continue to get higher and higher. So you kind of get that fishbowl effect. And what I mean by the fishbowl effect is, if you ever went to Walmart and saw one of them old school fish bowls, I'm talking about not your tank or your aquarium, but the old school glass fish bowl that's kind of narrow at the bottom, then wide, and then narrows up at the top. That's what that cushion's going to look like by the time it's all said and done. The thin line between being fast and being in the wall here, as these guys will be definitely flirting with disaster. Jaron Hazen ready to put on a show. Heck yeah, Jaron Hazen, that 09 car, sitting 11th on the speed charts right now. Definitely going to be a heck of a show you're getting ready to see here, folks. The drivers' meeting is going to continue on. About 35 seconds left, and then we're going to roll over to qualifying. So buckle up. We're going to see who can put it on top of the board for tonight's quick time. There you see a few drivers taking these last seconds, going to tune in the qualifying settings, one of them being Shane Showtime Kelly. You heard him say there's a lot left out there, he feels. We're going to see if we can get that 9 car tuned in tonight. Christopher Lewis out there, the Ohio native. We haven't talked a whole lot about him pre-race show, but you can't ever count him out, as he's going to be one of the guys you know you're going to be contending with towards the end of the night. Here we go, folks. Practice is all said and done. It's time to put the wood to it, get on that loud pedal, and see who's going to take home the Quick Time Award. There you see a man we haven't talked about in the pre-race show either. Laurel Havens in the 47 car out of the Plains region. John Hayne out of the Plains region as well. As we get set to go, here we go, qualifying. Time should start rolling in on the ticker here momentarily, as we're going to see drivers duke it out. Who can put down the best 2 laps? As here we go, John Haynes going to come to the line, lap number 1. See him working the cushion. What I always tell y'all, Nathan Castle going to be on top of the board right now. Just as I say that, there goes Dustin Levernite, the Pennsylvania driver, top of the board. That is quick time with a 15.648. This is a closed qualifying session, so to speak. You're going to see a few cars on the screen right now that kind of surface through. These guys can't see each other, as they've got a clear track to try to turn in their best 2 laps. But you can hear the cars going on in the track. There's Joey Lamb, the Mr. Excitement out of Carolina. He was quickest in practice. We're going to see what he can do. Goes through 1 and 2. Kind of runs the middle of the track. Go on board with him as he's down in 3 and 4, digging around the bottom. There's a good look on board with Shane Showtime Kelly. We'll go gyro cam with Mr. Excitement as he works through 1 and 2, lap number 2. Down the back straightaway, you see the rubbered in dark part of the track that we were talking about. There's teammate Blake Heather. All of them right now trying to put out in the fastest times. It's going to be Dustin Levernite still on top of the board, though, with that 15.648. A little bit slower than the time ran by Joey Lamb in practice. You see the track's going to start to slow down just a little bit. As it wears on, it's not quite as heavy, not as much grip. These drivers definitely having to finesse the throttle. Dustin Swingle out there going to try to put the 11 car on top of the board. We'll see what he can do. There's Frank Gonzalez in the Title Brewing Company 04 car. Frank's going to set 4th right now. Dustin Swingle and Michael Rafferty still out there turning laps as we get set to go. All of them just about rolled in, though. Swingle currently going to sit 7th with a 15.758. It's going to be Dustin Levernite on top of the board remaining in that 91 car. Good look at the rear work on one of these late models. Dustin Swingle carrying one of the tech cams for us tonight. As here we go, qualifying all set. Congratulations to Dustin Levernite. He is going to be tonight's Quick Time Award winners. We get set to go heat race number 1 in the staging area now. On the front row, there it is, Dustin Levernite in the 91 car out of Pennsylvania. To his outside, you've got the 04 out of the Plains region, Frank Gonzalez. One row back from that, On the inside is going to be Dustin Swingle in the red Cedar Custom Crabtree number 11 car. To his outside, you've got the 22 car out of Australia tonight, Michael Muchachi. I'm going to try not to butcher it up too bad. Like I said, we've got them from everywhere, including Australia. There you see the 47 car of Laurel. Haven's going to start inside the next row. To his outside, you've got the 289 Jeremy Weatherby out of the Atlantic region. One row back from that's going to be to the outside, Nicholas Weatherby in the 16. And driver in the 09 tonight, that's going to be Jaron Hazen. Field going to work around 3 and 4. Lights should be going off on the Chevy Silverado pace truck as we get set to go heat number 1. Dustin Levernight's going to lead us to the green. It'll be Frank Gonzalez to the outside. You see the lights off on the Chevy Silverado pace truck. It's going to make that hard left onto the backstretch, and we're going to get set to go heat number 1. Buckle up, folks. Dustin Levernight going to lead us to the green out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Levernight going to waste no time getting on the loud pedal. Pulls Swingle to the bottom. It'll be Frank Gonzalez back to 3rd as they go side by side into turn number 1. There's Laurel Havens in the 47 car out of the Plains region. Going to try to make moves early, as he'll currently be sitting up in the 4th position. Havens going to dig the bottom on Swingle now. Meanwhile, it's Michael M. out of Australia up around the top. 3 wide out of turn number 4 for just a second. It's going to be Frank Gonzalez still holding on to the 2nd spot, the driver out of the Plains region. But here comes Laurel Havens down the back straightaway. Havens still going to try to close in on Frank Gonzalez. Meanwhile, it's going to be Dustin Swingle runs top shelf. Swingle going to now try to work his way back around Laurel Havens through 1 and 2. Havens off the bottom, throwing it deep, selling it cheap. A little contact there. Everybody's going to stay moving as we get further in. You've got 12 laps now, 11 laps to go in the 15-lap heat race. Swingle still going to run the top through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, out front, it's Dustin Levernight on a breakaway, about a second, but Frank Gonzalez is coming. As here we go, 10 laps to go this time by. Heat number 1 still on. Oh! The 289 Weatherby going to go around, catches a loader tire in the infield. We will remain under green, however. Everybody trying to duke it out, trying to get one of those top transfer spots. Here's a battle back a little bit further back in the pack. This is for 6th and 7th. It's Jaron Hazen and Nicholas Weatherby out of New York. Hazen going to run through 3 and 4 right around the cushion. Weatherby going to pull the slider. Here comes Hazen with the crossover. Down in 1 and 2. Hazen going to dig the bottom. Weatherby to the outside. The battle for 6th rages on. It is one of the only side-by-side battles we're seeing on the track right now. Everybody else kind of single-filed out. Cross flags up in the air. That is halfway, 7 laps to go. Heat race number 1. Big shakers and movers so far. Going to be Laurel Havens, picked up a few spots. Oh, contact! Caution flag's going to fly. It'll be Nicholas Weatherby in the 16 car. Going to get the worst end of that deal. Go back real quick, take a look at what happened there. They're going to see it. Hazen to the bottom. Weatherby with the crossover coming out of turn number 2 into 3. They're going to get together just a little bit. Both cars heavy impact into the outside wall. There you see the 16 of Weatherby all torn up sitting in the infield. Meanwhile, this is going to bunch your field back up. Dustin Levernight had stretched it out just a little bit on Frank Gonzalez, but we're going to rack them and stack them with 5 laps to go. It'll be 4 laps to go this time. See if Dustin Levernight can continue the command of heat race number 1, or if maybe Frank Gonzalez going to steal one away from him here. Don't ever count out Dustin Swingle, though, in the Red Cedar Custom Cabinetry number 11. There's Laurel Havens in the 47. Havens Nations, I know you're out there watching your man as he tries to do battle lock himself into tonight's feature. Lights are off on the Chevy Silverado Pace Truck. Heat number 1's fixing to get back underway. 8 drivers tonight going to try to battle their way in. We're only going to lock in the top few out of the heat races. Going to be Dustin Levernite, Frank Gonzalez leading us back to the green flag. Out of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. It's going to be Levernite wasting no time on the loud pedal. There you see Dustin Swingle. Laurel Havens going to do battle into turn number 1. Swingle digs the bottom. It'll be Havens through the middle. The 09 car all torn up. Still in the fight, though, as it's going to be Levernite and Frank Gonzalez do battle for the lead here. Levernite, no stranger to the front, getting it done in the Mid-South Virtual Racing League. But here comes Gonzalez. He's going to go to the bottom. Challenge for the lead out of turn number 4. Frank's going to get a little tight. That's going to open the door up for Laurel Havens. Havens Nation, your man, going to make the charge from the back to the front, looking for a lock into tonight's show. That's going to do it. Action so exciting, even I lost track of the laps that we were running there. Laurel Havens going to sneak into a transfer spot as we get set to go heat race number 2. It's going to look like this. On the front row, you've got Nathan Kessler out of the Midwest region in the 23 car. 5150 race trailers, Mullins engines on the front of that car. To his outside, you've got Mr. Excitement, Joey Lamb in the 81 car. One row back from that, as we're still waiting on a few drivers to grid. I see the outside is going to be held by Torrin Shirts in the 99 out of the Plains region. To his inside, it's going to be John Kennedy in the 89. One row back from that's where you're going to find the Ohio native Christopher Lewis in the 28 car. To his outside, the 24, that's going to be Trevor Shaken Baker, Midwest Racing Development. Starting on the back row, definitely wouldn't expect to see him stay there long. That's going to be the 97 of Blake Heather. And to Blake's outside, you're going to have the 14 car of Gregory Rory out of Carolina. Some new names here tonight with the Mid-South Virtual Racing League as we get set to go heat number 2. Cars continue to pace around. The lights will be off on the Chevy Silverado Pace Truck this time by. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be those guys leading us to the action. Nathan Kessler in the 23 car. Joey Lamb, Mr. Excitement out of Carolina to his outside. Get set, folks. 15 more laps of exciting late model action getting ready to kick off here. Pace Truck's going to make that hard left onto pit road as we get set to go racing. Heat race number 2. Green flag in the air. It's going to be Kessler on the loud pedal. Going to jump out to the early lead. Behind him, it's going to be John Kennedy. Joey Lamb going to be side by side. But here comes the 19 car of Shirts. Cover these cars with a blanket. Nobody's got the clear advantage as they head into turn 3. We're going to go 3 wide through turn number 3. Torrin Shirts going to be up on the outside, flirting with disaster, that thin line between being fast and wrecked. Now Shirt's going to dig the bottom, just trying to find a little real estate there to come from this very crowded back of the pack to the front. Meanwhile, up front, we've got a leader change. It's going to be Joey Lamb leading heat race number 1. Christopher Lewis going to run the bottom. John Kennedy now going to try to make a move to the outside. Lamb's got it on cruise control, but behind them it is a traffic jam. Everybody going to fight for positions. There's the 23, Nathan Kassler, your pole sitter, going to work the bottom. Christopher Lewis right around the center, and there's John Kennedy on the outside. 11 laps to go, heat race number 2 action, and boy is it a great one. Christopher Lewis, John Kennedy now going to do battle into turns 3 and 4. Side by side down the front straightaway, it'll be Christopher Lewis edging ahead. This is a battle for your transfer into tonight's A main. Meanwhile, here comes Kassler. He's going to sneak back into the picture now, and Torrin Shirt's going to start to make the climb in the 99 car. Great look at the action virtue of John Kennedy's roof cam, taking a look back at the field. Kennedy now going to work right around the high side. Going to go top shelf. Oh, contact with the wall for the 89 car. A little nose damage there. Shouldn't be too severe. See if he can get it gathered back up. Meanwhile, the battle for the transfer spot starting to heat up. You've got Nathan Kassler in the 23 out of the Midwest region. Ohio driver Christopher Lewis going to be following him. Meanwhile, out front, it's going to be Joey Lamb in the 81 car, Mr. Excitement. Folks, I told you when we talked to him pre-race, and he said he thought he had maybe a one-lap wonder car. Joey's going to be one of the kind of like a poker player, always going to hold his cards close to the chest, and right now he's in command of heat race number 2. Take a look back at one of the other Joey Lamb racing cars in the field. Blake Heather started a little bit further back on the back row. He's trying to work his way around the congested field. Great look through 3 and 4. Everybody going to run the top side. Man, look at the dirt fly as we get set to go. 4 laps to go. Heat race number 2. It's still Joey Lamb out front. Nathan Kassler been able to close the gap up just a little bit the last few laps. Kassler going to go off in there, bang the cushion through 3 and 4. Left front comes up in the air as he continues to try to chase down Joey Lamb. Meanwhile, you've got the 28 car of Christopher Lewis. We'll go on board, show you what it's like to sit inside one of these late models. Christopher Lewis going to saw the wheel through 1 and 2. Dirt all over the visor as he continues to try to chase down your 2 leaders. There was the tear-off being used, folks. You see the tear-offs. Got to see what it's like to be in traffic and then pull one of the tear-offs. Also getting a great look at what I was talking about, that thin line between being fast and wrecked. Chris Lewis going to do a little rim riding, but here comes John Kennedy. Lewis going to jump the cushion in 3 and 4. Give the win to Joey Lamb. Mr. Excitement out of Carolina. Nathan Kassler second. John Kennedy third. Christopher Lewis, Torrin Shirt's going to round out your top 5. Blake Heather, Gregory Rory, and Trevor Baker going to round out the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying all the great racing action you're seeing here through 2 heat races. As here we go, heat race number 3 is getting ready to hit the track now. They're in the gridding area. Here's how they're going to line up. On the front row, you're going to have Justin Witt out of the Plains region in the 7 car. To Justin's outside, you're going to have the 21 car. Another Plains region driver, that's John Hain. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find the 2 car out of Batesville, Arkansas. The Evil Outlaw, Michael Redding, to his outside. He's going to have the 41 out of the Plains region of Michael Rafferty. 1 row back from that's where you're going to find Showtime Shane Kelly, the Midwest Racing Development entry. To his outside, you're going to have the 19 car of David Kuntz out of Indiana. And in the 3rd and final row, that's where you're going to find Jesse Mason out of Michigan in the Mopar Dodge Charger late model. Heat race number 3 stacked and racked, ready to go. As we get set to go here, who's going to be the next 2 to lock themselves into the A main tonight? Justin Witt, John Hain going to lead the field down under caution for the final time. Down the back straightaway, there was the Chevy Silverado Pace Truck going to make that hard left into pit road. Field going to come to life under Witt's control. Green flag in the air. Witt going to waste no time getting on the loud pedal. John Hain back to second. Here comes Michael Redding, going to dig the bottom. Looking to go to the front quickly here, as everybody's going to have to get it while the getting's good. You've seen them kind of string out a little bit. Redding going to dig the bottom. Here comes John Hain back to the outside. Meanwhile, Showtime Shane Kelly laying in wake, just waiting for his opportunity. Down the back straightaway, late models rocket into turn 3 and 4. It's still going to be leader Justin Witt. John Hain going to hop the cushion through 3 and 4. That opens the door for Michael Redding. The Evil Outlaw going to work his way up to second, heat race number 3, but here comes Shane Showtime Kelly back to the bottom. We'll go 3 wide through 3 and 4, almost 4 wide, as Michael Redding's going to work the high side, tries to hang on to that second position. Meanwhile, out front, it's all Justin Witt, as he stretched it out about 1.3 seconds. There you see the field behind him go sliding through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. It's 11 laps to go. Justin Witt out front. Meanwhile, the battle behind him is an intense one, as Shane Showtime Kelly now going to look to the bottom of Michael Redding. They go through 3 and 4. Redding going to work top shelf. Here comes Shane Kelly. Meanwhile, John Hain going to look through the middle. Almost 3 wide once again. Cover these cars with a blanket. And here comes Rafferty. He's going to make the move on John Hain. Through 3 and 4, it's still going to be Shane Showtime Kelly, Michael Redding, Michael Rafferty, and John Hain. Everybody battling for one of those transfer spots. Going to lock yourself into the A main. Redding still going to work that thin line around the top as he motors by Shane Kelly. Right from the top of the fuel cell of the Evil Outlaw, Michael Redding, you see him work through 3 and 4. Shane Kelly going to dig the bottom. Michael Redding still on the high side. The battle for the transfer spot is a great one right now, and it could be a 3-car battle, as Michael Rafferty still trying to sneak into it. 6 laps to go. Heat race number 3, the third and final heat race you're going to see tonight. Oh, Redding's going to hop the cushion through 3 and 4. That's going to give a slight advantage to Shane Kelly. Kelly, a little contact with Michael Rafferty there, and it's going to put Michael Redding back to the second position. Redding going to rocket around the top side of the Wheeler Metals number 2 car. Great look off the roof. You see it there, right up against the wall through 3 and 4. Redding knows how to get it done in the dirt, and he's showcasing those talents tonight. Meanwhile, out front, once again, it's all Justin Witt. He stretched it out to about 3 seconds as these guys do battle for second to see who's going to come away with a transfer spot. 2 laps to go in heat race number 3. Michael Redding going to run a little bit lower of a line than he ran through 1 and 2 in the previous laps. Now right back up on the cushion through 3 and 4. See everybody searching around for a little grip, including Michael Redding, the Evil Outlaw. As here we go, Justin Witt, the final time off of turn number 4. He's going to be your heat race number 3 winner. It'll be Redding holding off Shane Showtime Kelly for second. Kelly will run third, Michael Rafferty fourth, John Hain going to round out your top 5. Then Jesse Mason and David Kuntz going to round out the rest of the field. Well, folks, I told you that you were going to see a B main. However, I don't think that is the case, as I feel like we're going to see... I feel like we're going to go right in. Everybody will transfer tonight, so you're going to see 22 cars do battle for A main glory here who's going to etch their name into the winners column. Meanwhile, we're going to catch up with some of our heat race winners. Dustin Levernite, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
I do. How you
Well,
guys doing?
doing great, man. Almost not as good as you, as you're going to pick up heat race number 1. The heat race number 1 victory. Put yourself almost in that catbird seat throughout the A main that we're getting set to see. How's the 91 car tonight?
Car's pretty good. Hopefully the driver can stay as good as the car and do the night here and have a good finish.
Well, man, we've kind of seen the lines moving around a little bit right now. It looks like the top shelf is the prime real estate. Do you feel like that's how it's going to be throughout the feature?
No, I think tonight you'll see guys on the bottom, the middle, and the top. There's a lot of fast cars here. We're all going to be moving around. Hopefully I can ride through the middle.
Heck yeah, man. Well, congratulations on heat race number 1 win. Before we let you get back down there and turn a few practice laps, does anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just thanks for you guys for the host. Thanks for Michael Redding for putting this deal on, and good luck to everybody.
All right. Once again, that was the 91 car, Dustin Levernite. He was your heat race number 1 winner. As I tell you what, let's get a word with Mr. Excitement. Going to pull out heat race number 2. Joey Lamb, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, I told you you're like a gambler. Gonna have the poker face and hold the cards close to the chest. Proving that 81 car is not just a one-lap wonder. You picked up heat race number 2 win. I've got to think that you're going to be setting pretty come feature time.
Yeah. Hopefully we get a good start here, and I'll come out of turn 1 okay. And if we do that, we'll see how the back straightaway lines up, and you know what I'm gonna say. One turn, 1 lap at a time. One
turn at a time, 1 lap at a time. That's right. Well, I talked with Dustin Levernite. He was heat race number 1 winner, and he said that he feels like you may see the bottom line start to come in and become a viable option. Do you still feel like that holds true, or you think it's going to be who can run the cushion the best?
I think we're going to see it move, personally. If anything, I think we'll see a lot of side-by-side racing, too, as we've seen in some of the heats. But really, it's just going to be throttle control and, who can just get around this track the best and not lose it. So,
well, man, we're going to let you get back down there and turn some practice laps out, but good luck tonight moving forward.
All right, thanks, sir.
Once again, that was Joey Lamb out of Carolina. He was picked up heat race number 2. I tell you what, let's talk to heat race number 3 winner, Justin Witt. This is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy? Well, man, you put that thing on cruise control out front, picked up heat race number 3. Got to think that 7 car is going to be one to watch tonight. How's it feeling out there?
It feels pretty good. It's starting to slick off. Really got to use that throttle and just try to find the line that works best.
Well, man, I've talked to the previous 2 heat race winners before you, and they both seem to think that we may see some 2-wide racing tonight, as it may not be as top dominant as has been in the past. What do you think the keys to victory are going to be tonight to pick up the win here?
You definitely got to avoid them yellows, staying out of trouble, and finding that line at the right place at the right time, wherever you got your car set up, try to run it the best you can and see what happens.
Well, man, oh, go ahead.
You got to be there at the end to be able to get the win.
Yeah, definitely indeed. Well, man, like I said, you put on a dominating performance in the heat race number 3. Hey, before we let you get back down there and get ready to grid, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my teammates at MSR, man, they've been helping me out a lot. Couldn't do it without them, and my wife supporting me with all this.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck tonight as we get set to go feature racing.
All right, thank you, guys.
Once again, that was Justin Witt, the driver out of the Plains region. He picked up heat race number 3 win. Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting ready to see them stacked and racked, ready to go. 21 bad, fast, late models around the 0.3 of a mile dirt track at Charlotte. on the front row. He won heat race number 1. That's going to be the 91 car of Dustin Levernite. To his outside will be Mr. Excitement, Joey Lamb in the 81. Row number 2 is going to be made up of your heat race number 3 winner. All 3 heat winners. You think heat race wins aren't important? Talk to one of these guys as they get set to go. There's a good look. Dustin Levernite going to be on the inside of the front row. Starts from the pole position. Justin Witt second. You're going to have Laurel Havens to his outside in the 47 car. Nathan Kasler, Michael Redding going to make up the next row. One row back from that, that's where we're going to find the Title Brewing Company number 04 entry of Frank Gonzalez. To Frank's outside, you're going to have the 89 car of John Kennedy. One row back from that, so we're going to find Shane Showtime Kelly. To his outside, the number 11 Red Cedar Custom Cabinetry entry of Dustin Swingle. One row back from that, so we're going to find Christopher Lewis, the driver out of Ohio, in the 28 car. To his outside, starting in the 12th position, you're going to have Michael Rafferty. Row 7 is going to look like this. It'll be the 23 car, 22 car, your Australian driver of Michael M. To his outside, you're going to have the 99 car of Torrin Shirts. One row back from that, so we're going to find John Hain in the 21 out of the Plains region. To his outside, the 289 Title Brewing Company entry, Joey Lamb Racing, Jeremy Weatherby. Blake Heather, another Joey Lamb car, is going to start deep in the field tonight in the 97 car out of the Midwest region, as well as a host of others. Here we go. We get set to go out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Levernite's going to bring us to the start of the green. 75 laps set to go. Field thunders through 1 and 2. It'll be Levernite out to the early lead. Joey Lamb in second. A little bit further in the pack, look at this storm of cars right now. Michael Redding going to work the bottom. Laurel Havens to the outside. That is a battle for the 5th position. Havens going to get a little crossed up through 3 and 4. Contact now with Shane Kelly, and Dustin Swingle going to go around out of turn number 2. Carnage early out of turn number 2. We'll go back, take a quick look at just what transpired there. However, you saw it pretty well. It was going to be Laurel Havens gets a little crossed up. Laurel going to get a little crossed up, makes contact right there. Rafferty going to come in, nowhere to go for the 41 car. Tough break early for Dustin Swingle. However, the damage doesn't look too severe to the 11 car, so he should be able to continue on. However, we're going to lose a lot of positions in the transpiring events there. 72 laps to go right now. It'll be 71 next time around. Get a look at your leader, Dustin Swingle. From the fuel cell cam, there is Joey Lamb in the 81. Followed by Nathan Kasler in the 23, Frank Gonzalez, Michael Redding. That's going to round out your top 5 so far. Break away from the live action for just 1 second. I'm going to throw you to the replay screen. However, we won't be there long. I do promise you that. Had to make a quick adjustment there. Make sure we had the right camera pack in there. We do indeed. Want to make sure we're giving you the best look at all the action as we're going to go double file now out of turn number 4. Next time by, we're going to get back to green flag action. 75 laps going to be the distance. Who's going to etch their name into the winners column for the short track nationals? Dustin Levernite's got to be the strong favorite right now. He won heat race number 1, but don't count out Mr. Excitement, Joey Lamb. Green flag in the air. It's going to be Lever Knight back on the loud pedal out of turn number 4. Field going to come to life. Get a good look as they start to scatter out. Some going to run top shelf, some going to run the bottom. You've got action all the way from the attic to the basement through 3 and 4 behind Lever Knight. Michael Redding kind of right there in the middle. Everybody's going to try to find a little bit of real estate through 1 and 2. It'll be Lever Knight to the bottom. Joey Lamb right up there along the cushion of the 81 car. Behind him, still running third, you've got the 23 car of Kassler. Look at the dirt fly, hit that wall through 1 and 2 as these cars storm around the dirt track at Charlotte tonight. Short Track Nationals week number 3 of 5 is live. If you're just tuning in, it's been a great race so far. Caution flag's going to fly once again. It'll be the 19 car of David Kuntz, all torn up through 3 and 4. Let's see if we can see what transpired there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told by our replay crew that the footage not there. However, you're going to see the 19 car of Kuntz and the 16 car of Nicholas Weatherby make their way to pit road. To the attention of the crews, all drivers have low volumes in the interviews. We're going to work on getting that fixed. I promise you that, as we'll get some more driver interviews coming up at the conclusion of tonight's 75 lap feature. Lever Knight once again going to continue to lead the field under caution. $64 laps to go this time, ladies and gentlemen. One of the longest races these guys will see all year. We came here back with the crate late models through the regular season. These guys ran a 35 lap feature. Tonight it's 75 laps. Definitely got to set your car up, as you heard some of these drivers say, for the long haul. We're going to see who's got that setup right and who can keep up with this ever-changing track. Take a look from our Backwards Hat Productions blimp as you've seen the track go through quite a few changes. There's that rubbered up dirt spot that has gotten wider, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about it at the top of the show. That dark area you see, there's actually rubber buildup off the tires, and it's going to get darker and wider as the show goes on. Dustin Lever Knight, Joey Lamb going to lead the field down through 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. Lever Knight going to get the jump through 3 and 4. As we go back to action here, it's going to be Joey Lamb doing battle with Kassler through 1 and 2. Got them all stacked up behind Lamb. Great action through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. These cars rocket into 1 and 2. Another great look, virtue of the fuel cam on Nathan Kassler. Meanwhile, you want to see what it's like to sit inside one of these things in the field. There's a good cockpit view of Michael Redding. Caution will fly once again, though. I believe it was the 289 car of Jeremy Weatherby. I can see if we've got any footage of what happened there. In 1 second as we kind of stroll through the footage. Don't believe we're going to see what happened there. However, caution will fly for the 3rd time. Just 9 laps. 59 laps to go as you see Jesse Mason bringing the 17 car to the attention of the crew. Out front, your top 5, still Dustin Lever Knight. Up from 5th to 2nd is going to be Kassler. Joey Lamb falls 1 spot so far from 2nd to 3rd. Frank Gonzalez is up 3 spots from 7th to 4th. Michael Redding started 6th, up 5th. Laurel Havens fell from the 4th position to 6th. In the early going, going to be looking for the uphill climb. John Kennedy on the move as he's went from 8th to 7th. Big movers in the field right now. Going to be Blake Heather. One of them, he's came up from 17th to currently the 10th position. So a 7-spot gain for the driver of the 97 car, Joey Lamb Racing out of the Midwest region. Good look there at the onboard cockpit as we get set to go here out of turn number 4 once again. Single file this time. Green flag back in the air. It's going to be Dustin Levernite rocketing down the front stretch. Going to get the jump. Kassler to second. Meanwhile, Joey Lamb, problems for the driver in the 81 car. Going to drop a spot back to third. He's got teammate Frank Gonzalez. There's Michael Redding back into the picture. The evil outlaw out of Batesville, Arkansas. A lot of great action all the way around. Redding going to get the wall out of turn number 4. Hop the cushion just a little bit. That's going to throw him back to the clutches of Laurel Havens. Havens Nation, your man, still on the move, still in the fight. John Kennedy running right behind Redding. Look at that. Kennedy about scrapes the right rear quarter panel off on the wall. The cushion's getting closer and closer to the wall, folks, and it takes a lot of finesse to run up there. However, these guys doing a great job. We're going to go back up here. A battle for second. Saw Joey Lamb take back over the second position. No, I'm sorry. Nathan Kassler going to go to the lead. Nathan Kassler to the lead. There was a change for the lead. It'll be Kassler to the lead. Dustin Levernite going to fall to second. Joey Lamb still runs third. Lap's going to start to wind down here. We've got 52 laps to go of the 24 of the 75 to be ran completed. Everybody's starting to find where their car likes to run so far. It's going to be mostly around the high side. We kind of predicted it could be. Frank Gonzalez, however, going to run through the slick. John Kennedy throws it deep, sells it cheap on Michael Redding through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes Redding with a crossover. Not going to quite get there. He and Kennedy going to battle side by side into turn number 3. What a power move by John Kennedy. Redding with a beautiful crossover. These guys know how to get it done, and you're seeing it on display right now. 49 laps to go. Your leader still going to be the 23 car of Nathan Kassler. It'll be Joey Lamb to second now. Frank Gonzalez to third. Levernite slipped back to fourth. Caution flag's going to fly once again. It'll be the 17 car of Jesse Mason around in 3 and 4. Go back, take a look at just what happened to Jesse Mason there. One second, I've got the tail end of it. I'm going to show you what I see. However, like I said, this is just part of the story there. You've got Jesse Mason. Looks like it could have been contact with he and Weatherby, bringing out the caution. Nonetheless, 4 cautions for 11 laps of the 30 ran so far. Great racing being shown by these guys. As we go back to the live action, there's Jesse Mason. Slow down the front straightaway. Doesn't look like a whole lot of damage for the driver out of Michigan. He should be able to continue on. However, not anything you're going to want to see as looks like he will drop to the back. Meanwhile, if you're this man right here, Nathan Kassler, this is exactly what you want to see. You've worked your way from 5th up to the point, halfway point of the race. Here we go. We're going to rack them and stack them again. It'll be double file this time, as we went single file that last time just to get some laps in, try to settle everybody down. As it did work, and we went on quite a green flag run there. Get set to go back green. We're going to do so virtue of the fuel cell cam on the Midwest driver of the 23, Nathan Kassler. Look at that, Frank Gonzalez getting right up there. Green flag back in the air. It's going to be Kessler out to the early jump. Teammates going to go to battle in 1 and 2. Frank Gonzalez, Joey Lamb through 1 and 2. Here comes Lever Knight back up the middle. It's going to be John Kennedy. This is a battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Meanwhile, Laurel Haven's going to stick his nose back in there, trying to come up from the 6th position. Michael Redding caught on the outside, but right where the Evil Outlaw likes it, up along the cushion, flirting with disasters. They're going to rocket down the back straightaway. Cover these cars with a blanket, ladies and gentlemen, and if you think this is easy, like I said, take a look from the cockpit view of the Evil Outlaw. Looks like could have been possibly the 11 car. We can see if we can take a look at just what happened there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to get on the replay crew after the conclusion of tonight's races. I don't have replay footage of it. However, 41 laps to go. We've got 35 of the 75 to be ran complete. 5 cautions for 14 laps so far. Looks like we still have 19 cars of the 21 in the field on the lead lap. Dustin Swinkle going to be the last car on the lead lap in the 11. Big movers on the field so far look like it could be at this point David Cunson, the 19 car. He's up from 21st to 14th. Shout out to the driver out of Indiana. Blake Heather continues to be on the climb, however, in that 97 Joey Lamb Racing car, as he's currently up from 17th to 9th. Keep an eye on Heather as laps wind down. He's going to be edging his way closer into the hunt. There you see the 17 car of Jesse Mason going to get a lap back. That's going to put 20 of the 21 cars on the lead lap. Looks like Nicholas Weatherby in the 16 car has officially put it on the hauler, so give 20 cars the credit right now. 20 cars on the lead lap as we get set to go back racing here. Pace truck going to make that hard left onto pit road down the back straightaway. To be Kessler bringing us back to life here, the Midwest region driver. Green flag in the air as we're back to life. Single file restart that time through 1 and 2. Virtue of the fuel cell cam. There you see it. Kessler going to dig the high side through 1 and 2. A little bit further back, you've got Joey Lamb going to do battle with the 91 car of Dustin Levernight. There's Michael Redding going to work the bottom. Rafferty going to put the move on Laurel Havens. That's going to be a battle for the 7th and 8th position. Redding going to hop the cushion again through 3 and 4. Meanwhile, up front, look at this battle. It's going to be Frank Gonzalez challenging Dustin Levernight. John Kennedy, we're going to go 3 wide out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Little contact between Dustin Levernight, Frank Gonzalez through 3 and 4. No big deal. Everybody's going to stay straight. We'll put you right in the action. Virtue of the front bumper cam on the 04 car of Frank Gonzalez out of the Plains region. Through 3 and 4 is going to be Frank Gonzalez running the high side. Michael Redding now going to try to work his way back up into the top half as he sits just outside the top 5 and 6th position right now. Through 3 and 4, it's going to be Redding works the top shelf. Dustin Levernight, your pole sitter, early race leader, going to be on the bottom. I've said it once, folks. I've said it 1,000 times. Action all the way from the attic to the basement right now as you see 43 laps of the 75 to be ran complete. Dustin Levernight still doing battle with Michael Redding. This is a battle for the 5th and 6th position. Up front, it's kind of single filed out just a little bit as we'll go take a look. John Kennedy made his way up to Frank Gonzalez and all the way up to the 4th position from 8th. Joey Lamb still tries to track down our leader. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be John Kennedy still holding on to 4th. There's Redding back in 5th. Redding on the move as he's going to try to see if he can't capture some glory here. Maybe etch his name into the winner's column for the Short Track Nationals. However, he's got 4 cars in front of him trying to do the same right now. Blake Heather still going to work his way around. There's Christopher Lewis. We haven't mentioned a lot about the driver from Ohio since the green flag started. Meanwhile, back here in a heavy battle with Rafferty, he's going to be your heat race number 3 winner, Justin Witt. Justin going to work the bottom now, tries to throw the slider on Shane Kelly. He's going to get it down the back straightaway. Man, just inches apart there as they rocket down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. It's going to be Justin Witt. This is a battle for about the 8th, 9th, and 10th position right now as Witt's going to throw it deep, sell it cheap on the bottom. Whoa, hang on to it. Dustin Levernite through 1 and 2. It's going to be Levernite. Gets it crossed up just a little bit. Meanwhile, Justin Witt continues to be on the charge. You see a great action right there from the fuel cell cam. He and Laurel Haven's going to do battle through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Justin Witt continues to be on the move. Lost a few positions. Now it's going to be a slider from Havens. Crossover from Witt. Havens going to get the wall big time down the front straightaway in the 47 car. Caution flag is going to fly. See if we can't go back and take a look at it one more time. Big contact for Laurel Havens. Havens pushed out a 4 just a little bit. Holy cow, do I have a view for you, folks. I was looking back trying to find the perfect view, and I've got one for you. We're going to go gyro cam with Dustin Levernite. Holy cow. What a ride Levernite took. Tough break for the pole sitter. Slow it down one more time. There's a spinning Laurel Havens. Levernite going to have nowhere to go. Contact being made. From there, it is on, folks. Levernite going to go for one wild ride in the 91 car. Michael Rafferty going to be involved in as well. Go back and give you one more look. We'll do so off the front of Michael Rafferty's car. We're going to take the ticker down for just a second. There you see him. Haven's going to get the wall coming out of turn 4. Nowhere for Shane Showtime Kelly, Levernite, or Rafferty to go. Sparks mud going to fly. Is Rafferty going to get piled in? Blake Heather, one of the hard chargers of the night, going to get a piece of this thing right towards the tail end. Folks, you ever wanted to see what the underside of one of these late models look like? You're getting a good view of it here as carnage galore. Looks like Rafferty will be able to continue on as take a look. Blake Heather going to be able to continue on as well, although look at this, folks. Hood gone on the 97 car. Some body panels starting to miss a little bit. Shane Kelly going to be a little torn up there in the 9 car. Missing a fender. We're about a fender shy being modified in the 9 camp for the Showtime Shane Kelly out of the Midwest Racing Development. Meanwhile, back up front, new leader Joey Lamb in the 81 car, Mr. Excitement. Green flag back in the air. Lamb going to rocket out to the lead through 1 and 2. It'll be side by side behind him. Teammate Frank Gonzalez going to do battle with Nathan Kassler, who had the lead through the mid part of the race. 20 laps to go. To be 19 this time by. We're going to put you right in the action with John Kennedy, driver of the 89 car. Like I said, folks, you think it's easy to drive one of these things. Watch the handwork. Watch John Kennedy work this race car around the racetrack. There's the 7 car going to dig the bottom. That's Justin Witt. Witt going to dig the bottom. There's Michael Redding, Shane Kelly, a host of others as the battles continue to rage on, folks. If you haven't enjoyed the race, if you haven't enjoyed the racing you're seeing here, I don't know what to tell you. John Kennedy going to hop the cushion a little bit. This is the battle for 4th and 5th right now. Oh, Redding going to get crossed up, saves it through 1 and 2. Great driving by the Evil Outlaw Michael Redding. However, he is going to lose quite a few positions. Meanwhile, a man we haven't talked a whole lot about is going to be the 99 car of Torrin Schertz out of the Plains region. However, Torrin started 14th, is up to 7th. He's on the climb. Back up front, Kassler going to try to track down our leader, Joey Lamb. They go rocketing down the back straightaway one more time. 15 laps to go to be 14 this time. Lamb just tries to hold on to it through 3 and 4. Kassler is there challenging every move. Battle for the lead going to start to heat up just a little bit. We're going to bring our ticker back up now. Keep you in loop with where everyone is running. Caution will fly once again. It's going to be the 22 car, the Australian driver, Michael Lim. Problems in 1 and 2. We're going to go back and take a look at what happened there. Doesn't look like we have the live footage of it. However, the Australian driver in the 22 car, Michael M., going to find himself a little misfortune here. 16 drivers still on the lead lap. 16 of them out there running right now. Is Rafferty going to bring the 41 car to the attention of the crew? Looks like the 19 car of David Kuntz also going to bring that car down to get it serviced here as we get set to go. Get the fenders pulled back out on them, get them ready to go. As we've got 12 laps to go. Joey Lamb, Mr. Excitement, trying to hold on to it. The driver out of Carolina going to try to put down his first win with the Mid-South Virtual Racing League. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of the action out there, as it has been exciting, to say the least. 65 laps of the 75 scheduled to run down. We've had 7 cautions for 23 laps, and we have seen some great side-by-side action throughout this field. Joey Lamb going to lead us back to the green flag out of turn number 4 on the loud pedal. 11 laps to go as we edge ever so closely. Who's going to put their name in the winner's column? That's still to be determined. Caution flag going to fly early here. Not exactly sure. Oh, it'll be the 41 of Rafferty, I believe. Rafferty going to go around in the 41 car. We'll see if we have a replay of what happened to Rafferty. Does look like a single car incident. As what we've got here. There you see it, the aftermath. Rafferty going to go around in 1 and 2. Not exactly sure what happened to him. Like I said, that was about all the footage I had of it, so bear with us. Like I said, I'm going to have to get on the replay crew as we've not exactly seen. There's a look off the roof of Nathan Kassler's car. One man stands between he and a victory here tonight with 8 laps to go to be 7 this time by. Meanwhile, you get a look off the back roof. All those guys are going to try to etch their name into it. Last lap moves. Anything could happen, ladies and gentlemen. Katie bar the door. It's going to be 7 laps to go this time by. The light should be going off on the Chevy Silverado pace truck, as it'll make that hard left onto pit road down the back straightaway. Does anybody have anything for Joey Lamb? Can Kassler recapture the mid-race magic that he had that saw him get out front? We're fixing to have those questions answered right now. Could it be one of the other guys? Anybody inside the top 10's got a shot, as here we go. Get a look off the fuel cell cam. Green flag back in the air. Joey Lamb going to rocket out to the lead. Give him about 2 seconds into turn number 1. However, Kassler's got that thing wound up through the top side. Top shelf 1 and 2. Kassler going to run him back down. Caution flag going to fly once again. Not exactly sure what happened there. Looking to see. Go back, take a look, and see if I can figure out what happened there. doesn't look like I have the coverage. However, caution flag will fly once again. You've got to think that's okay with Joey Lamb as he holds on to the lead. We're going to get one more shot at this thing. 9 cautions for 28 laps. 72 of the 75 to be ran have been ran. So, folks, if you're just tuning in, don't think by any means this hasn't been a great race. It saw a lot of great 2-3 wide action. Joey Lamb started in the 2nd position from the outside front row, has taken your lead. The man you see there in 2nd, Nathan Kassler, worked his way all the way up from 5th to 1st at one point and led a big chunk of the mid part of this race before Joey Lamb took the lead. Frank Gonzalez been hanging tough inside the top 5 all night. Been up in the top 3 as we get set to go. Who's going to bring it home? It'll be 2 laps to go this time. Green flag in the air. It'll be Lamb back on the loud pedal. The battle behind him is going to start to shape up. Here comes Justin Witt started in the inside of the 2nd row, fell back and is now back on the climb. But does he have enough time? It'll be 1 lap to go for Joey Lamb. Joey Lamb going to work top shelf through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. Here comes Kassler. Does he have anything left? To the bottom he goes, going to throw it deep, sell it cheap. Not cheap enough, though. It's going to be Joey Lamb picking up his career first win with the Mid-South Virtual Racing League tonight here, the dirt track at Charlotte. Kassler gave it all he had, came up just a little bit short. You got to think he's got to be happy, though. A bittersweet moment. We're going to have it as we will interview the top 3. 3rd place going to be Frank Gonzalez. Comes up from 7th to finish 3rd. A great run tonight from the driver out of the Plains region. As you see the top 3 stop there on the front straightaway. Joey Lamb once again going to be your winner tonight in the 81 Title Brewing Company car. You see Joey burning it down asphalt style on the front straightaway there. Here we go. We're going to get interviews starting with the man who finished 3rd tonight out of the Plains region. A great run. Finished 3rd, started 7th. We're going to see if we've got a word with him here. Frank Gonzalez is Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, buddy.
Well, man, that 04 car tonight bringing us no shortage of excitement as you worked your way up from 7th to 3rd. Tell us a little bit about the 75 laps out there and how you were able to pick up the spots and come home with the top 3.
That was nerve-wracking, man. For first, a little bit at the bottom, you can do something with the bottom. But then once you try to make a pass on the bottom, you better get back to the top or you're going to get freight train. I try to get up there as quick as I can.
Well, man, there was a lot of throwing it deep, selling it cheap, a lot of action tonight through the 75 laps ran. Did you kind of feel like maybe, you know, like you said, the top was going to be where it was at, but, you know, anything you would have had, anything you could have done different, maybe had a shot at a win there?
Not really. I mean, the 2 guys in front of me were running basically the same line I wanted, very right up against that wall, and, you know, I'm not going to move somebody to win a race.
Well, definitely makes you one of the most respected guys in the Mid-South Virtual Racing League. Once again, congratulations, you know, coming up from 7th to 3rd, going to pick up 4 spots to finish inside the top 3. Before we let you get back, celebrate with the team and debrief, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, give out to Joey Lamb. Congratulations on the win. Long time coming. He's on a roll right now. I'm on a roll, getting there. I'd like to thank Title Brewing Company for sponsoring us. Backwards Hat Production, y'all put on a great show every week. Good to have y'all back. And then all the fans out there watching, enjoying the race, and then my mom out there and Sherry out there. I hope they enjoyed it. I gave it all I had.
Heck yeah, man. Nothing to be disappointed about. Going to bring it home inside the top 3 tonight. Congratulations once again, and we'll see you back in next week.
Appreciate it, bud.
Once again, that was Frank Gonzalez, the driver out of the Plains Region Title Brewing Company sponsored 04 car. Going to bring it home in second tonight. We'll now go right here, a few steps away on the front straightaway, to talk to a driver who came in second tonight, led a big portion of the middle part of the race, Nathan Kassler. Nathan Kassler, this is Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you started 5th at one point in the middle of the race. Looked like you had the car to beat. Led a big chunk of the center of the race there. Tell us a little bit about the 75 laps for you and that ever-changing track we saw.
Yeah, the track was good to start off with. I was good in the middle part, but I was just starting to fall off as the track got rougher and slicker. And there's times I was faster than Joey, but overall he was just a little bit faster than me.
Well, man, like I said, it's got to be kind of bittersweet. You know, you worked your way up from 5th, led a big portion of the middle of the race. Do you think there's anything you could have done, you know, in the closing laps, maybe a little different to be in victory lane tonight?
I wish I could redo that last lap and run through a little bit higher up, closer to Joey. That's probably about the only shot I would have had.
Well, man, like I said, nothing wrong with second. A great race tonight. Led a big portion of the center part of the race. Before we let you get back, debrief with the team, do a little celebrating, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to thank Michael Redding for putting this on.
Heck yeah, man. Well, once again, like I said, congratulations on a strong second place finish tonight, and hope to see you back next week in action with us.
That I will be.
Once again, that was Nathan Kassler tonight. Going to bring it home in second out of the Midwest region. We're going to go now and talk to race winner tonight. In the 81 car, Mr. Excitement out of Carolina, Joey Lamb. This is Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, we've been waiting a long time to have one of these conversations again. From victory lane tonight, the dirt track at Charlotte, 75 laps. Going to see you start on the outside of the front row, drop no lower than third really throughout the entirety of this race. Tell me how you got it done.
Oh man, well, for starters, I have got to give a shout out to Chad Carter's Outlaw Dirt Reavers. They put the baddest damn dirt set under me tonight and just told me to do what I do with it. So huge shout out to those guys. Man, this is a huge dirt win for me, man. This is by far one of my biggest wins. All right, so everybody at Joey Lamb Racing, Title Brewing Company, Backwards Hat Productions, Aces and 8, Cruise 343. I'm pretty sure I'm missing somebody, WG Landscaping, but man, what a show. Woo! Yeah, we just put it to the outside and kept it there.
Well, I told you, ladies and gentlemen, when we talked to this guy pre-race, after he set the quick time in practice, he said, I think typical Joey Lamb fashion, I just got lucky. That was, I hit my marks for one lap. Brother, you put 75 solid laps together tonight. Like I said, fell no lower than the top 3 really all night long. Tell me a little bit about how the track changed as we were setting up here from a great shot in the Backwards Hat Productions blimp. A lot of rubber laid down in an ever-changing track. How were you able to stay on top of those changes?
Really, you just really got to read the track, and that's one of the biggest things. My team has taught me. Chad Carter and Lee Daniel Robinson and Brian. He knows I'm not gonna pronounce his last name, but they really taught me how to read the track and basically you really got to flow with the changes. As you saw earlier, the track was really heavy, really tacky. It's still really, really tacky in some parts, but the track held so much moisture. That's why the bottom was there. But I knew with how much humidity was there that we would eventually move to the top. And once we moved to the top, we definitely had something for them. And I mean, other than that, it was just in my hands, you know, hitting my marks, not overdriving the car, you know. I mean, and being able to be that close when Nathan, you know, made that mistake and got into the wall. I mean, you can't teach that. That's experience, and I'm getting better every single day. So,
heck yeah, man. Well, it shows every race you run. Definitely, like I said, I knew I was going to talk to one excited Mr. Excitement tonight as a huge win here. You know, week 3 of the 5-week series here, the Short Track National is going to go through an off week next week, and then we're going to be right back in action. So, you know, definitely looking forward to seeing what you can do moving forward, and maybe pick up back-to-back wins. But, you know, like I said, you kind of already covered it, but anybody else you think you might have missed now that we've kind of let the nerves calm just a little bit, you want to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, I think I covered everybody.
Yeah. I think we did. Kind of stole my thunder for the closing part of the interview. Nonetheless, though,
Sorry,
man. No, all good. Nonetheless, congratulations on a great win tonight. And, you know, first of many, I kind of consider you kind of like a Tony Stewart, so to speak. You'll race anything, anywhere, and definitely put on a show for the fans here tonight through 75 laps. So, congratulations on the win, man. Go celebrate it with the team, and two Joy Lamb racing cars going to come home in the top 3. Got to make you happy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. And well, you know, I'm glad I remind you of Tony Stewart. I just hope I'm faster than him and everything. So.
Heck yeah, well, congratulations once again from Victory Lane. That was Mr. Excitement, Joey Lamb, driver of the number 81 car out of Carolina. Folks, 75 laps of pure heart-beating white-knuckle excitement's what you saw tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to take a look now at the final standings. You see Joey Lamb started on the outside front row, fell no lower than 3rd to pick up the win. Nathan Kessler charges up from 5th to 2nd. Just a bit short in the closing laps. Like I said, nothing to be ashamed about with that strong 2nd. Frank Gonzalez picks up 4 spots on his way to 3rd. Justin Witt started on the inside 2nd row, fell back, and then had to work his way back up through traffic. Did so all the way to 4th. John Kennedy's going to pick up 3 spots from the 8th starting spot to 5th. Shane Kelly also going to pick up 3 spots from 9th to 6th. Torrin Shirts, I know we didn't talk a lot about him tonight, but what a drive. Going to pick up 7 spots tonight from 14th to 7th. Christopher Lewis picks up a few from 11th to 8th. Blake Heather, big mover in the night, going to be 17th to 9th. Michael Redding, the Evil Outlaw, is going to round out your top 10. Trevor Baker, 11th. 12th will be Dustin Levernight. Heartbreak for the driver after winning Heat 1. Going to start on the pole. A little bit of misfortune tonight here at the dirt track at Charlotte, but don't ever count him out. You know you're going to see him back up towards the front in the action in the weeks to come. Dustin Swingle going to finish in the red Cedar Custom Cabinetry number 11 car, 13th. 14th will be John Hain. Rounding out your top 15 will be Michael Rafferty in the 41 car. Jesse Mason, 16th. 17th will be the 289 of Jeremy Weatherby. 18th, our Australian driver, Michael M. 19th will be Laurel Havens. 20th will be David Kuntz. 21st, Nicholas Weatherby. And Gregory Rory out of Carolina is going to round out the 22-car field tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any better than that. Except for tomorrow night, we're definitely going to try, as it's going to be Wing Thursday, the season finale of the Ram Series. You're not going to want to miss it. Action will kick off right around 6:45 Central Time. Be on the lookout. If you're out there watching, or if you watch this replay and you love the action you saw tonight as much as I do, and as much as I enjoy bringing it to you, hit that subscribe button, the little bell on the YouTube page, as we've switched everything over to YouTube, and tonight's action showed you why. Crystal clear, dirt slinging action. So hit that subscribe button. Keep up with all the action here at Backwards Hat Productions, as once again tomorrow night we're going to round things off with the Ram Series. Wing Thursday's season finale. See if Eric Tupper, the Rocky Top Outlaw, is able to add one more to the win column. Robbie Buckner will be back up in here in the booth with me tomorrow night, so you're not going to want to miss it. Once again, this was the Mid-South Virtual Racing League's Short Track Nationals Week 3 of 5. They're going to be off next week, as you heard Redding saying, then be back in action for the following 2 weeks after that. Next Sunday night, we won't have a broadcast as the Grand National Series of the NMNTS is kicking off, and I will be in action there. However, Monday night, you can catch all the action with the Monday Night Thunder Series live back here. And then next week, like I said, a little bit of an off week, so coverage will be here and there. We'll try to keep everybody updated on the Facebook side of things, but once again, another great reason to hit that subscribe button and keep up to date as yourself, as you'll get notifications when we go live. Well, that's going to do it here. Like I said, 75 laps came and went. Man, what a race we saw. Congratulations once again to Mr. Excitement, Joey Lamb out of Carolina, for picking up the win tonight. I am Bradley Wilson. This was the never duplicated, widely imitated Backwards Hat Productions. I hope you all enjoyed this action as much as I did, and have a safe day tomorrow, and we hope to see you back here tomorrow night.